What is going on, everybody? I am so glad to be back. I got a couple more videos I'm working on putting out for everyone. This video is Doflamingo versus Purple Luffy. It is very unfortunate that the Doflamingo leader just got hit. I built this deck. I do enjoy playing it sometimes. This was just kind of a fun, casual game. But yeah, now the deck's going to suffer a little bit, so I figured this would be the first video that I would put out since it kind of got impacted the most. So to start off here, I ended up winning the high roll against my opponent, and our first turns for both of us, we end up just passing. Now here on my opponent's turn, he goes ahead and does Luffy leader effect and grabs another Dawn and goes ahead and plays out Zoro, which is his searcher. He grabs the 7 cost Rush Sanji off of the search. My opponent then asks if he could take back his search and decides to instead go ahead and grab the Sun Goro instead of the 7 cost Sanji. I did remind him that he was on video here, so everybody was going to know what he did. My opponent goes ahead and hits me for 5k at life on his turn there, and I go ahead and take that life. So here on my turn, I go ahead and play out the Marshall D Teach. Go ahead and give Doflamingo the 2 Dawn there so I can go ahead and do the leader effect. I then put the Edward Weevil on top of my cards so I can go ahead and Dof effect that out and draw another card. My opponent then counters out of my 7k leader swing. Back to my opponent's turn, he goes ahead and activates his leader effect right away, and then swing 6 at face here with Zoro. I go ahead and counter out of that with the Mihawk 2k there. He then goes another 5 at face at me. I go ahead and counter out of that with the pudding. I run this in the deck, but I don't really find it very useful to me, so most of the times I'll just get it out of hand like this. My opponent then goes ahead and plays the Luffy Taro, which plays out the Sangoro and ends his turn. Back here at my turn, I go ahead and play out Jinbei and then play out the blocker Doflamingo off of Jinbei. Here I go ahead and do the 6k swing with Weevil at life. He goes ahead and counters out of that with a 2k. Then I go ahead and hit him with a 7k swing at life, and he goes ahead and takes that to hand. The start of my opponent's turn, he goes ahead and does the Luffy effect then, and then right away plays out that 9 cost Big Mom, which gets him a life back, and then he ends up putting my Weevil on the bottom of my life, so I can't get it, and I don't have that swing, which is very unfortunate for me. My opponent then goes and hits me for 6 at life with Sangoro. I go ahead and take that and get the nice boa blocker in hand. He hits me with 5 at life with leader, and I debate around on what to do here for a minute and then decide to go ahead and take that from life. He then hits 6k with Zoro. I go ahead and 2k out with the buggy, and then he hits me with the 8k on the Luffy swing, and I go ahead and use my Doflamingo blocker and block that. So here I debate for a while what to do, because I think in my head, I think this is my game plan going forward, is that I want to do the Teach effect and the Dof effect because I have both of the bows in my hand. So I Sengoku search and I get the Jinbei. So, like I just said, that was my game plan, as I ended up playing out the Jinbei to play out the boa blocker. So here, like I said, I go ahead and do the teach effect, go ahead and put that other boa blocker on top of my deck there, and then go ahead and give all that Dawn to Dofi to inevitably do my swing big time. Also, I'm not quite sure if this is the right way to do this. This is how other people I'd seen were playing the deck, to go ahead and put that Dawn onto Dofi from Boa, and use that as more Dawn for your attack. So I don't know if that's the correct way to play it. That's how I've been playing it. That's how everybody at my locals has been playing it. So I'm gonna keep doing it that way for the time being until somebody tells me otherwise. So then with that 9k shot from Dofi there at leader, he goes ahead and takes that to hand as well. Then I go ahead and decide to put the rest of my Dawn on my Jinbei there, and go ahead and hit at Zoro to try to decrease his board presence there, and he goes ahead and counters out of that. So then back at my opponent's turn, he starts out again and plays another 9-cost Big Mom, which makes me go ahead and lose one of my blow blockers, which is very unfortunate at this moment in time. He then immediately swings with the Sanji and goes at my bow blocker, which I have one card in hand, so normally I would counter out of that, but I can't really do anything in this situation. He then goes ahead and does a 5 leader swing at Jinbei, and again, I don't have enough counter in my hand, and he's taking away my board presence here. And ultimately, I end up losing the card in my hand because I decided to counter. I don't know why I did that, because then he goes and turns right around and goes another 6 at Jinbei with Zoro, and I ultimately lose my Jinbei. And I had to just keep complaining that I didn't have any cards in my hand, so he goes ahead and hits me with the Luffy and the Big Mom, which allows me to get 2 more cards from my hand from my life. Now, back on my turn, I decide to do the longest debate ever, and then I decide to go ahead and play that 4-cost Law out of my hand and bounce his Zoro back to his hand. So then I mess this up a little bit, but I go ahead and teach effect, and then send it for the Dof effect, and end up pulling out another teach there, which is alright. Then I go ahead and hit a 7k with the Dof effect at life, and he counters out of it. So here I decide to go ahead and teach effect again with the other teach, and just go all out Dawn on Jinbei and do a 12k swing at one of the Big Moms, which then he does a Gub Gun Giant and gets that other card out of his hand and buffs himself, as well as drawing a card. And then right here is pretty much end of game. He just keeps swinging at me, and there's nothing I can really do about it, and that's game. But I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts on the Jinbei ban, and I guess potential future bans, and hope you liked the video. Go ahead and like and subscribe while you're here, and thank you for watching.